Alright boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a first ride on the KTM Duke 390. Thank you to Damo at Fraser Motorcycles and Northern Beaches Harley Davidson for letting me have a ride. I'm riding on this and then I'm going to ride on an MT-07. So here she is. She looks quite nice actually. I quite like the orange. Beautiful. Let's start her up. Big TFT display, full colour, I'm told. One press, and she starts. Now it is just a stock exhaust, it's not very loud. See that single cylinder? Like a lawnmower, but that's not what we're riding this. We're not riding this for the sound, are we? Now I am filming this with my new Insta360 RS, so I pray that I've got all the settings right. Otherwise, this is going to be the worst first ride ever. But this is KTM, the KTM Duke 390. It's a learner-friendly motorcycle. It's a learner-legal motorcycle. US, you'd call it learner-friendly because you can just jump on a S1000RR, and which is mental to me. This is a I don't actually know if it's 390 cc's or if it's like one of those that's like 370 cc's, but they call it a 390. But it's KTM's version of like the MT-03 and the what other R3, the what other beginner bikes? Ninja 400, I guess Ninja 300, more Ninja 400, I guess. I don't really know. But it's the one of KTM's beginner bikes. The reason I'm testing the Duke is because I'm thinking of getting the RC 390, but they don't have a demo RC 390. So this is the same engine. Everything's basically the same apart from like seating position, you know? Like the dash is the same. I know on the RC 390 you can get a quick shifter up and down. This doesn't have one. I don't know if, I assume you can get one as well, considering everything's the same. So yeah, let me just adjust my mirrors. I don't know too much about this bike. So if you're coming for deep, insightful information, you're not going to get it. So go watch, I don't know, who provides deep insight. Chase on Two Wheels, although he kind of just reviews whoever pays him the most. So I don't know, Adobo Moto maybe, but he's not going to review a RC390 anytime soon. So watch this. For initial impressions, when you sit on it, I don't know, whenever you sit on a bike for the first time, I think it always feels odd compared to what you're used to. I've been riding around MT-03 for the past 3 weeks, and you definitely sat higher up on this than you are the MT-03. Not necessarily a bad thing, it's just different. I don't know, I feel like your feet on the MT-03 are a bit more in front of you. Maybe this is a bit more under your bum. It's not like, by no means is it tucked up or particularly sporty. Ooh, S1000. But you're definitely sat up higher. Feels more like you're sat on top of it. Like it's still a naked bike, you're still sat in it compared to a sports bike. But maybe it's like, how do I describe it? Slightly more sporty naked. Not as sporty as how I imagine a Triumph Street Triple would feel, but not as relaxed as an MT-03. I don't know. It's pretty relaxed, and the more I sit on it, it just felt odd the first time I got on it. But it does feel like you could, you know, flick it around a bit. It feels pretty stable, and it's very light. And just from this little back street, it feels quite punchy. It feels quicker than the MT-03 already. Things about this bike. It costs like $7,999. I think that's like full price out the door. I don't really know what that out the door means. I just assume it means you don't have to pay anything extra. I don't know. Or is that an American thing? If you could enlighten me, let me know. But it's about 8 grand, 7,999 grand to be precise. Well, that's the RC 390. I assume the Duke's the same price. Oh, it is peppy. It is pepperoni. Single cylinder, which is interesting, I guess. I don't know, it's more interesting than like the just all the beginner bikes. They seem to be the same, like 2-cylinder, just parallel twins, similar power bands, similar this, similar that, and it's like, I don't know, I this is why I kind of like KTM. You guys know from all the bikes I've owned so far, I like to be different because it makes me feel special. But I like something a bit more unique that maybe not everyone has. Maybe a bit more character. This is cool. Definitely vibrates quite a lot, but no more than, you know, my my Aprilia used to vibrate like crazy. Oh, listen to that. You can actually get some quite cool exhausts I've seen that pop kind of almost like a Moto 3 kind of sound, not quite the same but close, which I think would be quite cool. But we're going to take this on the main road, give it a go. Clutch is super light. Brakes feel good so far. I've only really tested it on small side streets, so we'll see. It's got cool, it's got a couple rider modes. I don't know how you change them. He did show me, but I can't remember. Which is pretty cool. Like, it's got a supermoto mode, which just turns off that rear wheel ABS, so you can skid it into corners and stuff. Not that I can skid into corners, but I can definitely do skids like in my car park or just at traffic lights to impress women. So that's pretty cool. It's just good. It's cool to have like beginner bikes. Like, they all cost the same, but a lot of them just do piss all. Like, this has got a full screen. It's got ABS, which you can turn off on the back. I know the RC390 has like slightly adjustable forks in terms of like preload and I don't know enough about suspension. Preload and rebound. Does that sound right? It's got adjustable forks anyway. Oh, it does have a little pull. I like it. I like this little. I was kind of nervous because I wasn't sure whether I'd like the single cylinder, but I really, really like the look of the RC390. It looks like it'd be a great bike just day to day, and then also quite a fun track bike. But so far, this is obviously, again, this is the Duke 390, but it's the same engine. The RC is a bit more sportier. Could be a Keen Cop smash, you know. But this is only 60 kilometers an hour, but this is like as main of a road you get in Australia without being on a motorway. And this thing's absorbing the bumps nicely. It's just cruising at 60. I changed into 4, so it's not revving its tits off. And you've still got a little bit of power there in 4th. Like, obviously it's not in its in the sweet spot, but I can see why all the Roots drivers use this, because it's like a little, it's fun. Could be a King Cop. It feels pretty solid around the corners as well. Like, it's it just kind of leans in nicely and just holds a line. It feels light that you can flick it around. It doesn't feel so light that I'm getting blown around on. It's quite windy. It doesn't feel so light that I'm getting blown around in the wind. You know what? I'm pleasantly surprised. I kind of, since I started riding, I thought I'd like it, but you never know. The seating position is actually, for me, more comfortable than the MT. It's like my feet feel like they're a bit further back, but less tucked. Like, I feel like the pegs on the MT-03 are a bit shorter. I feel like it's a shorter bike. And if we were to look at the stats, I think that is true. And when I sat on this, when you sit on a bike so often, like your bike, and you sit on another bike, you're like, whoa, it felt like it was really tall. Don't get me wrong, I'm 6'2", I'm still flat footing both sides. Just wanted to drop in that I'm over 6 foot there. But I'm still flat footing both sides comfortably. It's just a bit higher than the MT-03. Who would the Duke 390 be good for? Now, obviously beginners. Like, that goes without saying. If you're new to riding, if you just commute, if you just use a bike for commuting, this would be awesome. It's comfortable. You're not all hunched over. It's not going to hurt your shoulders going into the office. Seat's pretty comfy, relatively, considering. Big screen, and then apparently it's also got you can connect if you download the KTM app, and you can connect your phone, and I don't know what else it does, but my new mate Damo said that you can connect like your GPS to it, which on a $7,000 or well $8,000 motorcycle, Aussie dollars for you Moroccans that watch, in England 8,000 Aussie dollars is like, I don't know, like £1.50. Just a currency based joke for you there. But what was I talking about? I'm not so good at these ride reviews because I distract myself. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, you can, what beginner bike can you load up maps to? The only other way to get maps on a bike, on like a cheaper beginner bike like this, is a quad lock. And if you're on your L's and your P's, that is illegal, fam, and I will report you. So it's actually an unbelievably good package considering. And yeah, like look at the screen, man. It says it's got fuel bars, temperature bars, low fuel up there, gear indicator. I've got ABS set in the road mode, which means it's front and back. How many kilometers? A very cool, I don't know what you'd call that bit, speedo, that as it gets to the point where you need to change gear, it flashes at you. That's cool. It's one of those that's going to be fun across the whole time of having your L's and P's. If you're under 25, you're on your P's for what, like 3 years? And yes, the engine on this is not massive, but it's pretty fun. Like, it's not going to be a highway ripper. And being KTM, there's no end of power parts, mods that you can go direct from KTM or third party as well, which is a bonus. I guess that's the same or very similar with like Yamaha and people like that. But look, this comes in orange, and that seals the deal for me. I want to try a little first gear. Maybe we do a little Yui here. Right, here we go. Any cops? You know what? That was, we hit, oh, I don't know how fast that was really. I think that was about probably at least maybe 30 kilometers an hour, 0 to 30 test, and it did it pretty quickly, pretty well. It was definitely max 35 kilometers an hour, no way over that, and yeah, it went pretty well. Great bike. Really, it is really fun. If you are looking to get a learner motorcycle, beginner motorcycle, maybe you're a bit older, and you no longer need, like, I don't know, your knees and your back hurt when you ride your 600. You don't feel like you need to go the speed of, faster than the speed of death to get some thrills. I really think you would enjoy something like this. Again, this is the naked version. I think the RC390 would be even more fun, just a bit more sporty. But if you want to do some track days, learn track days, you want to get good on the road, you want a good all-rounder bike, get some sticky tyres on it. I know the tyres that come on the newer models are quite good. I think this is a great option. And it comes in orange. So yeah, the KTM Duke. This is my feet. You see, also I apologise that I'm wearing Air Force Ones and non-riding trousers. I wasn't prepared today. I have got a sponsor for my clothing coming, and the clothes are coming now with a discount code and everything. So I will be kitted up next time. I apologize, I just wasn't prepared for this. Do as I say and not as I do. So that is the KTM, the first ride review of the KTM Duke 390, thanks to Fraser Motorcycles Northern Beaches. Shout out to Damo for letting me ride a couple bikes. I'm going to head back now. Don't know how long I've been out, but I've been having quite a lot of fun, so I haven't really wanted to go back. And I'm going to hop on a MT-07 and give a comparison. But that will be in the next video. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the Duke 390, whether you think I should get one, whether you think I should get an RC390, whether you think it's going to be a waste of time, whether you like the color orange. And I will see you guys on the next one. Ciao. Where's the off button on this?